and maybe some people will join and say hello. But Matt is cut off to the side. Jader is just MIA, which is very on brand for Jader. Anyway,
again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Terminus podcast, episode 210. I hope you can hear us.
Ideally, yes, you can.
I don't know if you can,
Audio
because it is windy and it also isn't telling us that we have any audio.
We'll just lay it out.
Oh wait! I see the audio bar moving, probably because the wind is louder than we are. Anyway, it's the Terminus podcast. It's the weeks of June 17th. When was Saturday? Which one was Saturday? 17th.
Yes.
I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have, sounding off, Dean Massara, Nick Christensen, Mason Parsons, Simon Moyer, Matthew Bacon, and Jader's over there.
Hi.
Jader's taking a nap.
Taking a nap.
Jader's taking a nap in spirit. Okay, we are intelligible.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. So the intro should roll now, but we don't have that. We don't have that. Matthew says comment.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So we had only 2 wrecks for the class of mental responsibility. We had a 3rd wreck, but it was not attributed to anyone. I don't know who did this. I'll just cover it right away.
Just call it miscellaneous.
It was, I believe I wrote 2 dead because it was a train that hit some people, but I don't know where it is in my big list of links. So I don't know who it was. The article was very sparse. So let's go on to the other 2. They happened on the same day. They both happened on 6/9.
Nice.
The first one was a train full of cars, an auto-rack train, derailing east of Williams. That was BNSF.
Congrats, BN.
Yep, congrats, BN. And then also, CPKC derailed, quote, multiple cars of an intermodal train in Alberta. I don't know much about this one. The other one was a loaded auto-rack train, which is rough. No injuries, no hazardous materials. Oh, also, I should probably mention where we are today.
Yeah.
We are on
the side of a road.
We're on the side of a road. Right behind us is CSX mainline. KCS.
Why did I say KCS?
Wrong live podcast. It should be busy, right?
I don't know.
That's the ideal.
We saw
the idea.
there should be a train coming
eventually,
sooner or later.
Allegedly.
The Huntington shops are like over there.
Yeah.
Which was if we couldn't find a spot here for some reason, I was gonna say we go back to there because there were some dead end roads pointing right at the massive line of locomotives that were just the deadline. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, my vote is we're in West Virginia. We're gonna be here all week.
Also, ahead of us is 1308.
Yeah, 1308 is over there. Which is allegedly better than 1309.
Yeah, just not a piece of crap.
Why does it have a bunch of little rocket boosters on the side of the firebox?
Hey man, it's to make it just a little bit lighter for that one bridge.
Well, this was one of Baldwin's final.
The escape rocket, yeah.
Escape rocket.
It blasts the boiler off of the frame.
No, like it just like tears it off in case of a boiler explosion.
Yeah, actually, I like that. That's just the ultimate pressure release, right?
Yeah, like if your fusibles fail, then it just blows steam out of those. It just rockets the boiler, just pivots it over.
Actually, I always figured it was sort of like it was like you can eject the core.
Yeah.
Like you've seen in every sci-fi movie, like we've got to eject the core of the reactor. So it just blasts the whole like firebox off of the engine. Which reduces weight and makes you go faster.
It's the ejection seat that we have on the C9.
No, it's the ejection seat we have at home.
That's what happened to that one.
Ejection seat at home. Yeah. I can't clear this out because I'm not making a cargo doc until we go to do the news. Today we're just going to do like the trip overview so far and what we have planned, and then locomotive versus, because these two tied in the very second Dutch Open, which is mini golf.
Yeah, we got like
Which
52 each.
Yeah, it was 62 each. Par was what, 54?
Yeah,
53.
not great, but we did. But we won.
These were our brilliant winners. So they're going to be doing locomotive versus. We'll get to that in a minute.
Props to our brilliant lost horseman Simon for scoring.
Yeah. Simon, that's right. We should probably, like,
Keep
most
score.
people here are familiar. Simon was a horseman during the Skype days.
Very long.
And then I'm not really sure what happened.
I fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah. And then Mason one day comes into the group and goes, "So I found someone who also calls their fictional the Iron Horseman." And that led us down a rabbit hole of like, wait a minute. So who is this person? And then it was, oh, I think it's Simon. Oh, I think it's the Simon.
Simon.
And here we are. But yeah, so anyway, my vote for there's not many to pick from here. My vote for the best wreck is the BNSF wreck. I mean, again, we're wrecking just a bunch of cars.
No, I like the one that we don't know anything about.
You like the one that we don't know who to attribute it to. We'll do the no vote.
It might be really bad.
Well, it did kill 2 people. These other 2 did not kill anyone.
Amtrak got stopped up for a good long, like almost a week because of the BNSF.
Yeah, that was another consequence.
Oh, must say it again.
It ruined a lot of people's days. Yeah.
And the Grand Canyon kept posting about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was their neighborhood.
That is true.
Anyway, all right. So we're gonna put in the BNSF one as the wreck of the week. Bean sniff, exactly. So 2 days ago, when this podcast could have been made, but wasn't, we went to the Cast Parade of Steam.
Yes.
Which was the first time I've seen a geared locomotive doing anything except for sitting there. I don't know about you guys.
I second that.
You second that?
I've not seen a moving one.
I've never seen one, period.
I've seen lots of static ones. I'm pretty sure the first one I saw was Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. And then Jader saw them at Colorado Railroad Museum. I saw one of the Georgetown Loop. And then where else are geared locomotives? They're kind of
I saw a
Not
high
Washington?
Nevada State.
a high slot at Nevada State. Okay.
I've been on the mountain.
Oh, okay. So we had the Mount Emily Shea. Yeah, that's true. They have a running climb. Well, they have 2 now, right? Technically speaking, because they have the 2 railroads have become one.
Yeah, so they have the little 2-truck Shay that used to be like shipwrecked in Durban, and then they've got the big 3-truck Shay, more
Shay?
Keppel 9. Did I say Shay?
You said
No,
Shay
I
both
said
times.
Climax.
Both
They
climaxes.
had a 2-truck climax
We all
in
know
Durban.
we all know the cast does not have shows.
They have aliens.
Aliens.
It's all aliens.
Always have.
No,
Now we're not. Now we just gotta find a working high school.
I did. Well, they're working on the one in Arkansas at Longleaf, in Louisiana. So maybe
Forgot about
someday soon.
Yeah. To turn
Um,
back down.
They have a Heisler in Durban. I thought that was another climax.
No, so what they did was they had a 2-truck climax in Durban, and that's what hauled the Durban trains.
Yes.
And they had the big 3-truck climax at Cass.
Yeah.
The 2-truck went down for 1472, so they sent the 3-truck Heisler up there via truck.
Oh,
Then
okay.
when they connected the lines together, they hauled that one, the Heisler, down dead, and it's down for 1472.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so the Heisler is returned to Cass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is now probably going to be based out of Cass.
Which would make a lot of sense.
Exactly.
But also, isn't that super cool?
Yeah.
They were able to connect 2 railroads, 2 basically distinct tourist railroads, and now they have one big tourist
One
railroad.
big force.
They did it, guys. They restored and ran it
On the main.
Yes.
Got to do the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay, now do this.
Yeah, right.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. We learned our
okay with
lesson.
That's okay.
No,
That's
if
okay.
they do this, they should definitely sell tickets to ride behind this train for next year.
Yeah, next year and the year after and the year after and the year after. Well, the real question is, what would they paint it up as?
Anything but Western Maryland.
Wheeling Lake Erie.
Wheeling like Erie.
They had those.
Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum.
Yeah.
We haven't always seen the Railroad.
Imagine they just paint, the old Strasbourg logo? That's the big oval.
Take it to Strasbourg.
Anyway,
If they can
They're
run,
gonna
some
paint
balls,
it green.
run that.
it's starting to look a little green, I'll be honest.
Just paint like 491. Come on.
I mean, the one that I reached in for trains.
Oh, wait, so it's CNO, right?
Allegedly.
Yellow.
Exactly.
Oh my God. The big yellow thing. The big banana.
The big banana.
The
Um,
bendy banana.
The banana.
The bendy banana.
Oh, also, we're all here because Mason's getting married.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the Parade of Steam. We did not talk about the Parade of Steam at all. There were some shays there. They coupled 5-geared locomotives together and blew all the whistles at once, and I don't think I can hear now. I don't think my ears have recovered. It's been 2 days.
Let me say that again. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it was the loudest. It was the loudest thing I've ever heard.
And then we
said in the quote,
got
what?
jump-scared by pop-offs a lot.
We got jump started by pop-offs. I have perhaps been incentivized to try to figure out how to do geared locomotives in trading card form.
That card is farted.
Very good.
That was not a
Oh, look who it is. Rush's 11
Tyler.
and Elisito is not playing KSP. Would you like to do GeoGuessr
Bert's
today?
here.
Ask
Yes.
Julius.
What, here now?
Yeah, Rush S11 is
Oh, that's Vert. Okay. We should do GeoGuessr. I mean, that'd be hard because the internet at the cabin is fairly
Garbo.
rough.
Well, no, we just
It'll
send
work.
them pictures and ask them where we are.
That's good. We are the GeoGuessr.
Actually, that's kind of a fun idea. There's
Well,
some
yeah.
Great country roads around.
Milky, you and me, we drive off in different directions.
Yeah.
We send the pictures to Achilles and Kavan. They figure out where we are and tell us how to find each other.
Right.
That's a great idea. I like
Um,
that.
I actually like this idea. I would be down with that.
It's like Marco Polo,
But foamy.
but very.
It's like
hard.
Marco Polo, except also a game of telephone.
Yeah.
And Tyler and Vert, I'm going to be asking the shop people because we're doing a shop tour of Cass on Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I will be asking them, hey, what do I need to calculate things for these cards? And by the way, would you like me to do that for you? So, when F125 trading card. Anyway,
Eventually.
so that was, the Parade of Steam was less exciting than I expected. I don't know why. They just,
Well, we might have.
They just kind of
missed
moved
the
it back
good
and forth.
part. We did
They
miss,
might-
like,
what-
half of it.
what
Because
would
we
they have done in the good part?
2 separate trains and like drag race them.
Oh,
That would be interesting.
that would be very interesting to see. It would be,
One train doing 7,
yeah,
and the other
7.
train doing 7.
and a half.
4.
7
Uh,
8 inches ahead.
There was no Mockingbird Hooter
Sad.
this time,
I'm gonna cry about
Tyler, your favorite just wasn't there.
but
Sorry.
didn't we get told which locomotive it was on, and that locomotive was not one of the ones
I
out?
thought it was
Like
6.
it was, because they didn't have
Big
like
sad indeed, Tyler.
they
I'm
didn't
gonna
have the
cry.
humongous Shay out.
Yeah.
I think
They-
it's under 14 GT.
Oh, okay. They had what? They had
They're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
they had 2, 11, 9, which is the climax.
Ojile says hi, Anthony.
4 and 5.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that was all.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has a bad tire.
But yeah. So that was Saturday. Sunday, we went on a coal mine tour.
Yep.
Which was, yeah. Giving Milky a point. Probably the best coal mine tour I've been on, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
The
71
only one I've been on.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you only been on one?
Yes.
I'm surprised you never did the one like.
I really want to. We just never got up there.
Yeah, the one in Scranton is pretty neat. If I remember right, it's actually kind of involved. Like the one here, you just sit on the mine train and they take you around, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But the one in Pennsylvania, if I remember right, you go down with the train and then you get out and then you get like a hard hat and then they take you deeper into the mine. Like you walk deeper into the mine. Yeah, yes, the children yearn for the mines.
Mine dying.
But yeah, that was that, and then we were like, well, what else do we do at the time? And then we found the only mini golf or golf karting play or go karting place within about 200 miles, so that we could do a Dutch event, and we did the Dutch Open, and I came in almost at last. Matt was last. I don't know where the scorecards went.
Matt was last with 74. 73 was Kaylee. Ellis was 72.
Oh, I came in third from
We
the
had a
last.
three-way tie for 68.
So close to
Wait, there were no
breaking that.
69s?
No.
Oh, nice.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
you did.
We're
Nice.
so proud of you.
I should have recorded that, by the way. That was great.
Yeah, then I think there was another score in there, and then you two tied at 62.
There will be a longer form video, like there'll be more video content of the trip coming out. I mean, obviously Dean's going to make his video as he
And
does.
again, Dean was our excellent videographer chronicler.
I tried to
Yes.
be. I try.
The Horseman Chronicles.
Our veritable chronicler.
But Gloria, who is currently vibing in the car, got me a dash cam. And so I recorded the entire 14-hour drive down here, including, it went from good weather to bad weather to good weather to bad weather. We met up with Matt. Matt drove his Jeep down here, which was almost as much of a feat as me driving the wagon down here.
It did great. It just needed a headlight, and then I got another headlight, and then Mason needed a headlight too.
And
Mason also has his Cherokee
we,
here.
we still need to do Mason's light too.
Yeah, we need to fix Mason's
Which,
headlight.
which I want to do.
I know you want to do. You just want to
My hands doing things.
Well, because everything on your car has been bunk, you want to be successful in fixing something.
Dean's got his grabbies on again. It's like how dogs get zoomies. Dean just grabbies.
Grabbies. His fixies.
Binky's hungry.
I really hated that.
And then we went down to the river after we got back, which was very nice. There was a very cool truss down there.
Yes.
Lay down on the truss.
There was something else down there that has been scarce this entire trip. Cell service.
Yes.
Which was you didn't.
Speak for yourselves. I got T-Mobile being Garbo.
Yeah, SP doesn't go that far.
I have cricket.
But I got football here still, so that's good. Because
Yeah.
we're in a town.
I'm still calling it.
It is SP. It's Milky has the SP signal. Unsurprisingly, he's a little far from the West Coast.
Dinner's gone.
Jader's over. Jader's
He's
sitting
just
on. Jader is
meditating.
admiring.
He's in
He is
deep
meditating. He's
thought.
admiring 1308.
He wants it for his MPS forever.
Yeah, Jader, I'd be careful
is
if you stare at
manifesting.
that thing for too long. You might find your pockets empty. I'm looking at it.
Or you might try.
He's
Or you
gonna
might try
master
and
the
convince the
force.
Hocking Valley board to buy.
4 shots and 7 drinks ago.
Imagine doing a live eBay auction where we're all trying to bid on the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Devon
that's
and I did that.
isn't that what happened with the my GP tickets?
Well, I don't want to get into the news, but we do have to talk about the UP thing later
We
today.
do.
Or later today, or maybe on Thursday when we're out, specifically doing trackside stuff. Because today we drove to Point Pleasant, where famously there were sightings of a large Mothman.
And I'm sick of it.
Oh, you got a bag too? Oh, you got the.
I got the side bag, and they gave me. I bought so much, they just gave me this to carry it in.
Does that side bag zipper? Or does it just... Oh, it velcros and zippers. Oh, okay. Because Gloria got the bigger one that just has 2 snaps, and they're really bummed about it because they wanted the zipper one. So maybe you could trade it for that bag and an RGS 20 card, which is what I leverage.
I got
Um, Mothman, Mr. Bragg graced you with his presence. What rare it is behind you? CSX. Yeah, it is CSX. Yeah, he was my high school teacher. But yeah, so we went through the Mothman Museum was actually way cooler than I expected it to be. You said last time you were here it was half the size. Yeah, so you set us up for there's not much there. We'll walk in, we'll be out in 20 minutes.
And we were there for like
and
an hour.
we wandered around that place for a while. It's tons
And
of
there was,
newspaper clippings.
a
There's like
documentary.
statues. There's a whole documentary playing in another room. And for some reason, except for wait, does this one have it?
No!
For
It
some
doesn't have
reason,
Dumpy.
every single depiction of Mothman has cake, like full on dump truck. Even like there was a little Mothman stress ball,
Yes.
and it had
So did the mugs.
So did
The mugs did?
The mugs were beautiful.
Oh, and there was a statue outside
the
with the
statue.
cake.
The statue has big metal cheeks.
They clap them.
And there was a couple of depictions of
the butt.
yeah, a couple of depictions of Mothman that were like ripped, like a buck.
Yes.
And
Dumbest
Milky
thing
kissed
ever.
Mothman. Milky, well, since after your divorce with Wild, you've really gone.
Aw.
He's been
I was the wife of the Riz. So what are you talking about?
I didn't imply who was the wife.
We need to get this over with. We're expecting a thunderstorm in about an
Are we?
hour.
Yeah, that could
Forecast
happen.
is-
At least this is under a tree. But yeah, oh no, Milky, you divorced Wild. Oh my God, let's get married. Anyway, the lore continues. But yeah, Real-
My phone auto-corrected to that.
quick,
I don't know me too well.
quick brief on the rest of the week. Tomorrow we're doing the bridge, right?
Here's a
Yeah.
crack into a
Tomorrow, yeah, we're doing. Sorry, Mason, it's not your wedding anymore.
Sorry, Mason. It's off. It's off.
Yeah, we're doing the bridge walk, which is you get to walk across the New River Gorge Bridge on a tiny catwalk underneath while strapped in to keep you from jumping to your death.
Darn.
Some people are doing it, some people are not. You can probably take some guesses as to who is and who isn't, but I am. I think, despite what my gut tells me.
It's windy. We should probably.
If it starts raining, we wrap up.
Yeah, you're just lucky your car's sitting here.
Well, I didn't choose to park far away.
Yeah, we also chose to park legally.
This is not illegal.
I feel
Are you
like
sure about that?
Are you sure?
A cop drove by like 5 minutes ago.
Did he?
Yes. I bet he does.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like a public park, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
fact that there's barbed wire does, yeah. It's
Does.
but
But we're outside.
It
We're
is over
outside.
early.
I'm praying to the rail fan gods that a CSX train comes by. We know that there is a CSX train in that direction coming this way in some distance. Yeah, it's
It probably crashed
like,
with one on that
it's
way.
moseying.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, it's
It was
supposed to be.
doing 50.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
should
we
check.
did like 8. So.
Yeah. On Wednesday, it's supposed to be kind of miserable, but we are supposed to go to a water park. We were going to do whitewater rafting, but some people didn't want to do that, and we all got overruled. But let's see. Thursday is just a rail fan day. If we don't finish this today with the news, we'll probably do it on Thursday. You might see Thurmond,
Other abandoned stuff that I've made a map of.
Prince.
Fingerprints.
He said that I get to hold the scanner next time if you want to train. What? I did? Who did? Me? Because I don't think I would have said that. And if I did say that, I was wrong. But I really wish someone, I really wish someone had brought a scanner. Unfortunately, it is back at the house.
Yes.
We've been doing a lot of car shuffling because we have like 7 cars and 10 people.
Okay, no, we have like 4.
No,
It is effing windy.
We have 2 Cherokees, 1 other boxy vehicle. We have a rental car. We have the giant thing.
Brand new.
Yeah, the brand new rental car, and then Christie's car. That's 7 cars.
Yeah, there's
You're
that.
not bad.
Uh,
PJ's coming down later.
7 cars for 10 people. Yeah, and then it will be 8 cars for 12 people. The convoy from the cabin where we're staying now to Cass is going to be a real thing. It's going to be interesting. That happens on Friday in the wee hours of the morning because we're doing a shop tour, like I mentioned, which means you have to get there
early.
Early, yeah, like what, 8?
The number boards were there.
Um,
That's a style point right there.
Style point, they
I think
have the
the
markers and
shop
number boards lit up.
10? Oh, that seems later than I
Here?
expected.
Because I think it was originally-
Oh, they do.
But we begged them to make it later so we could sleep in a little bit.
No. it's
Wait,
just
wait,
this
wait.
is
This thing's at
unofficial.
8 in the
Oh.
morning?
I don't know when it is.
No, I think it's.
You know who knows when it is? Christy. It is still a 3-hour drive. That's the thing. It's like it's going to suck. No, it's
I just suck no matter what time it is.
Um,
It'll suck a little less if it's later.
we've already gone there and back again.
You can nap on
That's
Okay.
true, but I want to enjoy the train ride. Uh,
I napped on the cog.
yeah, you get it to rock you to sleep. I'm riding this train for the sake of nap time. And then Saturday, what are we doing Saturday? I feel like there's something important.
breakfast.
Oh yeah, breakfast. That's right. And he's getting married.
Breakfast.
But that's after breakfast.
That's after breakfast. That's very important.
Maybe we have. Maybe it's a really late
Are we gonna
breakfast.
have breakfast at Biscuit World?
Yes.
I think we'll be
Biscuit
far
World.
away from civilization.
I have no idea.
Biscuit
World. I don't
There
know
have
what
been a lot of
World
Biscuit
is.
Worlds.
I don't want to know. I'm too
Yeah.
afraid to ask.
No, we're doing Biscuit World
You
for
wanted to
breakfast
live
like
out
on
here in the
Thursday.
mountains and work at Biscuit
Dreamer's
Uh,
just bring to Thursday 08.
And then Sunday, everyone leaves.
Yeah.
And
I'll leave
Mason
like in the
is
morning.
left to his married life. He's flying out. You have to drive back to Roanoke.
Very early in the morning.
Yep. Matt
I'm not gonna
is
sleep that night.
driving home,
Yes.
which
Yeah,
yeesh.
I'll be okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're going further.
Yeah, well, I am going further, but yeah, I guess I am. No, I'm not going further.
We're just
Youngstown's
getting
like 4
weird
hours.
stares from drivers.
I'll be fine.
But yeah, I'm going to Youngstown to see the ingots.
I'll do something.
Yeah, take it easy.
Maybe I'll stop my out and buy it and get it done.
And then I'm going to Cleveland the next day, and then I'm driving home. I'm taking Gloria on the Whistle Stop tour of Pennsylvania, Horseshoe Curve, EBT. What is this guy?
I don't know.
He's going. Did he come off the train tracks?
No, he came from behind us.
Anyway, we've got a tiebreaker to do. Does anyone else want to add anything that is notable on the trip thus far? All right. Cass has shays. We found that out for certain, and we
And-
might have gotten pictures.
Aliens.
And
We definitely have
aliens.
That's, they both say aliens. Shays are an afterthought.
Oh, we did figure out how to make the CB radios not suck.
Yes.
For those who remember Apollo Trials and Tribulations.
Yep.
So in the one corner, we have 1225 with Simon assisting. Simon's gonna whisper in your ear.
Because they work with them.
Cass needs to not have shays; they need diagrams instead. Well, we could get you diagrams.
I probably had that.
Who knows?
Probably.
Probably. I mean, I hope so. They run the things.
Yeah.
And Dean, what have you brought to beat 1225 with, or lose to 1225 with?
I brought a Southern Mountain TS1.
A Southern TS1. Okay.
See Golden Bongos.
Oh, it's the Golden Abonga Bongos?
Yes.
Oh, God. It's the return of the Golden Abonga Bongos. I need a picture of that. I don't have one.
Isn't that the one they painted green for the?
They were green.
They were all green, yeah.
They were all green.
They were all,
they were,
because
yeah.
of
Were
course,
they green, or were
of
they just
course
black
they
and white
were.
pictures that people did raw?
They were.
Hey, we won't have this Jerry Day sympathy here, and I just felt a raindrop.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's close. We gotta
Well,
go.
we will follow up on this later. Thank you for tuning in. Shut up.
We are
Milky gets 2
balling.
points added to his golf score.
last place. Let's go.